The third day on the stand for Cassie Ventura, Sean Diddy Combs' former girlfriend. Today, defense attorneys began cross-examination in this sex trafficking trial. They questioned her about their nearly 11-year on and off relationship and also displayed many messages between the two.
Alice Gaynor has been inside the courtroom since the start of the trial and has an update. Alice.
Dick and Christine, the defense spent a lot of time going over messages between Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs. Many of those messages very loving, very sexually explicit, and at times laced with jealousy. They also focused on drug use, pointing out that Ventura often did drugs without Combs. The defense asked Cassie Ventura if she had been in love with Sean Combs for all those years they were on and off. She said yes and explained what made her fall in love, describing for the jury a fast and scary beginning. Further explaining the more time she spent with him and got to know him, she saw what she thought was his real personality come out, calling him sweet, attentive. When asked, "You told him you wanted to do freak-offs?" she said, "No, there's a lot more to that." Dante Mills is an attorney. He is not involved in the case.
We can't judge them for being illegal or criminal if both sides are willing participants. So what they wanted to do was lay the foundation that this was a relationship she wanted to be in.
The defense pointed out earlier testimony where she said she worried that the release of freak-off tapes would ruin her career. Ventura was asked after she filed her civil lawsuit against Combs, "You understand his career was ruined, right?" "I could understand that," she said. The defense also asked her about early swinger conversations with Combs, during which he explained the lifestyle to her. They asked, "Did you understand freak-offs to be related to a swinger's lifestyle?" Ventura said, "They're very different." Another message was displayed where Ventura is asking Combs for pills, but she couldn't recall what kind she was asking for. The defense asked her, "You were both addicts?" During that time, "Yes," she testified. They also asked, "Did you ever take drugs from him without him knowing about it?" "Yeah." She said his reaction was explosive. They also asked questions about jealousy and infidelity. Combs' daughters did not come to court today, but his sons and mother did. Ventura, who is 8.5 months pregnant, will be back on the stand tomorrow to finish cross-examination. There was a lot of back and forth between both parties and the judge today because the judge pointed out they had known for months Ventura needed to be done with her testimony tomorrow. The defense wants to continue cross-examination all day tomorrow. The judge says they need to be done by noon unless there's a really good reason to keep going, so that way they have time to do redirect after that. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Live outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
All right, Alice, thanks very much.
And you can follow along with the trial by keeping up with Alice's live blog. We've got that on our website. A look at some of the other witnesses who are slated to testify in the case as well. It's all there at cbsnewyork.com.